Support WrestleTalk!
Support WrestleTalk, support indie wrestling, and thank you for your awesome support on Patreon. NIKKI, the K stands for the coolest dude ever. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk MECHA News! I am Luke Owen. Have yourself a Friday charged SuperClick party. SuperClick. Give us a subscribe, press the thumbs up, and leave a comment down below to answer our question of the day. Do you think NIKKI Kross can now win Money in the Bank? We've got a packed show of news for you today, including why Alexa Bliss was pulled from Money in the Bank, the latest on the health of Ric Flair, and a top Impact Wrestling star trying to leave the company for WWE. But first, in case you missed yesterday's WrestleTalk news, we are again proud to announce the recipient of our groundbreaking wrestling scholarship for Callum Newman. And this has come about in part by all of you. Those who watch the videos, those who listen to the podcast, those who read the WrestleTalk magazine and WrestleTalk.com, and especially our awesome pledge hammers on Patreon. This is something we've been working on for some time now, and we're so happy to see the amazing reaction to Callum and the scholarship. There's a video announcement for it in the description down below if you want to get more details from Ollie Davis and Alex Shane, and here is the Triple H inspired pointing photo of Callum and the WrestleTalk crew. Good pointing there, Luke. Support WrestleTalk and support indie wrestling. And you can support indie wrestling tomorrow night as one of the most exciting new independent British wrestling promotions. WrestleGate will be hosting their Lion Spirit show at Nottingham's Rushcliffe Arena, which has an incredible main event of young high flyer Robbie X versus UK wrestling legend Jody Fleisch versus the former Neville from WWE Pac. Tickets are available via the link in the video description below. We awkwardly transition now into some very sad news from the world of wrestling, as it's been announced that former WWE wrestler Ashley Mazzaro has tragically passed away at the age of just 39. The blast first reported that law enforcement received a rescue call to Mazzaro's home in New York at 5:23 a.m. She was transported to the hospital and given CPR, but sadly passed away. Mazzaro will best be known to wrestling fans as the winner of the 2005 Diva Search, and she competed for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania 23 against Melina. Many of her colleagues from the time have shared their condolences online, including Maria Kanellis, who wrote, "I have no words. Ashley was my tag partner at WrestleMania, my sometimes road wife. We did countless photo shoots and press days together. It seems like yesterday Ashley was a major part of my life, and then our worlds changed and now she's gone. I'm heartbroken for her family." The former Bull Dempsey revealed on Twitter that Mazzaro was training for an in-ring wrestling return, with her final tweet being about answering fan mail. At the time of this recording, no official cause of death has been released, but reports say that the police believe there was no foul play. Thoughts go out to the family and friends of Ashley Mazzaro from all of us here at WrestleTalk. It was also reported by TMZ yesterday that Ric Flair had been rushed to hospital following a medical emergency, saying in their report that they had been told the situation was very serious. And this is just a couple of years after Flair was in a medically induced coma for 11 days following his intestines erupting, which was very worrying news for wrestling fans. Thankfully, it would seem that TMZ jumped the gun on this report, with Flair's son-in-law Conrad Thompson of Starcast and Something to Wrestle fame telling Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful that the situation was not as grave or serious as TMZ reported, and says that it was actually a planned procedure that Flair wanted to have ahead of Starcast 2 in Las Vegas next week. Flair's wife Wendy Marlowe added to TMZ, "Due to ongoing health complications, Rick was taken to the hospital and is expected to undergo a procedure tomorrow morning, after which he expects to fully recover." It was reported earlier this week by PW Insider that Impact Wrestling star Killer Kross requested his release from the company. According to PW Insider, Kross felt that his value on the independent scene had gone up since signing with Impact, and he asked for his salary to be raised to well over 6 figures. Dave Meltzer has backed up this story and added in the Wrestling Observer newsletter that WWE has interest in signing Kross, but Impact have said that he already signed a multi-year deal with them and they expect him to honor the rest of that contract. Meltzer reports that Impact offered Kross a new 3-year deal with a raise, reportedly half of what he asked for, which he turned down and again asked for his release. Meltzer, however, concludes saying the expectation is that Kross and Impact will continue working with each other. And there was a period of time where Impact Wrestling was considered to be the hottest contender to WWE's Monopoly throne, even going head-to-head with them on Monday night with disastrous results. However, there is a new prince looking to snap at the heels of King Vince for his Iron Man throne. bloody love Harry Potter, me. As All Elite Wrestling announced this week that their new TV show will debut in a primetime position on TNT later this year, which is a station that is available in more homes than the USA Network, the home of Monday Night Raw. This came off the back of AEW announcing they had signed a deal with ITV here in the UK, where they will be showing Double or Nothing next Saturday on ITV Box Office, with their 1-hour pre-show buy-in airing on ITV4. While nothing has been officially signed yet, it's expected that ITV4 will be the UK home of AEW, and All Elite Wrestling moneyman Tony recently did an interview where he said the company could also hold UK-friendly pay-per-views, shows that would start at 8 p.m. here, which would be 3 p.m. on the East Coast and noon on the West Coast for our American friends. And this all ties into Wednesday's press release from AEW and TNT, saying that All Elite Wrestling aims to be a global brand, with reports suggesting that North America, Canada, and the United Kingdom will be their first targets. Many fans believe that AEW could be the shot of energy that WWE needs to put on a better product, which could be the reason two wrestlers recently changed their looks. Former Raw, SmackDown, and NXT Tag Team Champion Chad Gable debuted a new look at a recent live event on WWE's European tour, with WWE.com posting photos from Paris, France, which shows a brand new haircut for Chad Gable. A haircut you could definitely set your watch to. Gable competed for the Raw brand, despite being a SmackDown guy, so the wildcard rule affects house shows, it would seem, facing off against his former tag team champion partner Robert Roode. And someone else who debuted a new look is the former acting Raw general manager Baron Corbin. It's all your fault, Baron Corbin. Since Corbin took on the role of being the Red Brand's GM late last year, he switched his gear to look like a snooker player, wrestling in a waistcoat and slacks. However, it looks like that gimmick has finally come to an end, with TalkSport's Alex McCartney posting on Twitter that Corbin ditched the waistcoat and slacks for t-shirt and jeans at a recent live event. Which means, and I don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, we may never see the waistcoat again on TV. So leave the memories alone! And from that European tour, it's possibly been revealed what this Rey Mysterio and Dominic angle is leading to. Prior to WrestleMania, we got the WWE return of Dominic, the son of Rey Mysterio, who was last seen in the company in 2005, when he was part of a storyline that involved Eddie Guerrero being revealed as his real father, leading to a ladder match at SummerSlam for the custody of Dominic. Yeah, that all really happened. Dominic was announced to be at ringside for Mysterio's United States Championship match against Samoa Joe at WrestleMania 35, but that storyline wasn't followed up on during the show, with Joe instead submitting Mysterio in just over a minute. Dominic has since returned to television to pick this storyline back up, and is expected to be involved in the US title rematch this coming Sunday at Money in the Bank. And now Ash Rose from the Gorilla Position podcast has possibly revealed where this storyline is heading. On their latest episode, Rose reveals that he's heard that apparently Rey Mysterio has told WWE that he wants to do a storyline where he will pass on the mask to Dominic to continue his legacy. Now, it should be noted that as far as we can tell, only Gorilla Position are saying this at the moment, so do take this with a pinch of salt. But perhaps the company's next big Latino star could be the former Cien Almas Andrade. The former NXT champion came up to the main roster as part of the Superstar shakeup last year, but wasn't involved in any major storylines for all of 2018. However, he is set to be part of Money in the Bank this Sunday, where he's a strong favorite to win. Earlier this week, it was reported by Pro Wrestling Torch, who broke the Dean Ambrose leaving WWE story in January, that there was a lot of frustration backstage in WWE from creative and Triple H. And amongst all that frustration was Andrade, who reportedly asked Vince McMahon directly for a better and serious push on the main roster, but was told he had to go and learn how to speak English. Which seems redundant when his manager speaks fluent English, and it's not like managers and talent can't get over in this day and age, cough Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, cough. Dave Meltzer has added to this report in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, saying that Andrade is getting rave reviews from live shows by producers and talent, and Vince McMahon really wants to push him, but feels the language barrier will hold him back. And in an effort to speed up this process, Andrade has reportedly been given an English tutor via Talent Relations, and this is why he's been doing small promos in English each week on SmackDown. But someone who won't be at Money in the Bank this Sunday is Alexa Bliss, with WWE announcing yesterday that Bliss has once again not been medically cleared to wrestle. This is another bump in the road for Bliss, who went out with a concussion last year following her match with Ronda Rousey at Hell in a Cell, with some reports at the time fearing that her career might be over. Bliss herself tweeted videos of her training in a WWE ring, and she made her return at the Royal Rumble a few weeks after debuting Ollie Davis's favorite segment on Raw, A Moment of Bliss. Since then, however, Bliss has barely been in the ring on TV. She competed in the Royal Rumble and had a qualifying match for Elimination Chamber, but has only wrestled on Raw twice since then against Bayley and Naomi in April. She has been on live events, but mostly kept in tag matches or working with Natalya in matches that end in a DQ. Mike Johnson of PW Insider is now reporting that Bliss was taken out of Money in the Bank because she has suffered yet another concussion, and that's why she couldn't be medically cleared. Dave Meltzer has conversely reported, however, that Bliss was removed from the match because of an injury, but notes that the injury isn't serious, and Bliss was only removed because it's a ladder match and that seemed like a dangerous match to put her in. As expected, Bliss will be replaced by NIKKI Kross, who started a friendship angle with her this past Monday on Raw. And you can compete against Ollie Davis, Laurie Blake, Pete Quinnell, housemate Simon, myself, and even Randy Datson in prediction warfare that we call Wrestle League. Season 2 of Wrestle League will run until SummerSlam and will include predictions for Money in the Bank, Double or Nothing, Super Showdown, NXT TakeOver 25, Dominion, and more. And you can join Wrestle League by becoming one of our pledge hammers on Patreon and join the 1,000 strong prediction war. And if you win, you'll earn the prestigious and beautiful Trophy Emoji Trophy, just like Wrestle League Season 1 winner, the Mayor of Painesville, Dan, proudly displays right here. Join the fun at patreon.com/WrestleTalk, or click the button right over there to go directly to Patreon right now, where you can also get your name in the credits like these fine folks scrolling their way into my stomach. What are the biggest mistakes from Season 8 of Game of Thrones? Click the video over there to find out. I've been Luke Owen, and that were Mecha News.